Hi, welcome again to the IWISH Fast 5. This one we're going to talk a little bit about packing your lunch. I know that we all struggle with fast food and the ability of fast food machines in your workplaces that aren't necessarily filled with healthy stuff. Rushing to get to work, to get home to work, to run to practice. So I want to talk to you a little bit about how to pack a healthy lunch ahead of time that you can take with you to work, and how to do some packaging of your meals so you can just pull it out the freezer, stick it in your lunchbox, go warm it up at lunchtime. I use this lunchbox every day. You can tell it's very used and beat up. It's my favorite lunchbox. It's a little bit insulated, so I can put cool stuff in it. It'll also hold warm stuff for a little bit. It's a nice size. I can put plenty in it, and it lasts very well. It's managed to survive being dropped, sat on, all kinds of stuff, but I love this lunchbox. So let's start with talking about how to pack your lunch when you don't have the ability to put your lunch bag in a refrigerator. That happens a lot. One of the things you can start with for breakfast is a simple protein bar. They're easy squeezy, they're low in carbs, they're low in fat, they're high in protein, moderate on calories, and check with your provider to make sure that this protein bar is okay for you to follow in your diet, because some of them do have a little bit of sugar, some do have a little bit of sodium, and sometimes you have to be a little bit careful. This is easy. This can serve as a breakfast, it can serve as a mid-morning snack, it can serve as a mid-afternoon snack. Pop it in your lunchbox. It's good for all kinds of stuff. The second thing you can put in your lunchbox, and I like to make my own, is a little snack pack. I like to use a different variety of nuts. This one's pistachios, almonds, cashews, a little bit of peanuts. There are P2s, there are all kinds of different prepackaged snacks. I find those to be a little expensive if you're using them every day, 7 days a week. So I like to make my own. So I go and get this bag, and then I also really like craisins or dried cranberries. They offer you a lovely sweet taste without overloading you with carbs and sugars. So I make my own snack pack. Handy dandy sandwich bag. I use them for everything all the time. Measure out a portion. This is a portion. A lot of people, and we'll talk about portion in another video, but a lot of people get hung up on thinking this bag is maybe 2 or 3 portions. In fact, this bag is about 28 portions. So for your bag, you're going to get a 1/4 cup of the nuts, dump them in the bag, and also a 1/4 cup of the craisins. That's a portion. Dump them in the bag. Look, that's a lovely portion for a snack. Mid-morning, mid-afternoon, quick breakfast. You're still okay calorie and fat-wise even if you wanted to double this amount. I just like this amount. So into your lunchbox that goes. I like these as well. StarKist makes them, Kroger makes them, Walmart brand makes them. You don't have to buy any particular brand. I just chose these because these actually are 2 that I really prefer. They're low in fat, they're moderate in sodium, so again, check with your provider, make sure that these are okay. They're very low in carbs, they're easy, they can be kept without being cold. There's several flavors. This one's Mediterranean, this one's Thai, so lots of choices. Pop that in your lunchbox. There you go. So you have now a good protein, a good a protein bar, a good breakfast. You have a good nut or a good fat. You've got a fruit in your craisins. You've got a protein again in your tuna. Now you have to kind of be careful because lots of fruits and vegetables have to be kept cool, but not necessarily. Grab you a cucumber, take it whole, cut it up once you get to work. You don't have to worry about having it cold. Or a tomato, especially this season. Indiana tomatoes are the best anyway. Take a tomato with you, cut it up and have that for lunch. Another thing that you can use when you don't have the ability to have a refrigerator is a wrap. And I like the wraps. I like personally the low carb ones because there's a little less carb and a little less fat in them. This with a teaspoon of peanut butter, roll it up, you're set to go. You don't need to have a refrigerator for that at all. Now, let's back up a little bit and let's talk about if we have time to fix a lunch that goes in the refrigerator. Again, here's our handy dandy lunch bag. Gotta love it. Let's take out the stuff we already had in there. Again, you can stick with a protein bar, but I'll tell you what I really like. And another thing we're going to talk about with the recipes later are these little egg muffins. You can make plenty ahead of time. They're easy. I use 1 whole egg and the rest egg whites, so I lose some of the cholesterol and the fat. I like turkey in mine. My husband likes his with turkey, onions, peppers, a little bit of pepper itself, some chopped up radishes, those kind of things. 2 of these constitute a portion. So you're going to just take your sandwich bag again, a couple of those right in the bag and in your lunchbox. These can be warmed up. I personally like them warmed up. I'm not a fan of cold eggs in any way, shape, or form, but here they are. Snack pack again if I get hungry mid-morning. I went ahead and for time, packaged a salad, lettuce, tomato, a little bit of shredded cheese. I tend not to use a lot of dressing only because you gain a lot of fat and calories with dressing. However, an oil-based dressing, a vinaigrette, perfectly acceptable dressing. Jell-O, this is my go-to sweet snack. These have less than 5 calories. They're limited in their carbs. They satisfy your sweet tooth without getting you in a lot of trouble. The other thing you can do with the wrap when you have a refrigerator to pack your lunch that I like a lot is a wrap, and then I like sliced turkey. I tend to get my turkey out of the deli just because there's a little less sodium in the turkey. 1 slice of turkey, a little bit of cheese if you like, a little bit of mustard if you like. Roll it up. Roll it up just like that into your sandwich bag. Lunch. If it's a really hungry day or you know you're going to be at work for lunch and supper, put a couple wraps in there. Oftentimes I'll stick an ice pack in my lunch bag as well, just a regular, like you can get with a cooler that you can freeze and refreeze, because sometimes you're in the car for a length of time, you don't want things to spoil. That'll just keep things fresh until you have a chance to get to work. Good luck packing.